Celebrations continue across the U.S. in honor of National Ag Day. U.S. Vice President Mike Pence gave a speech this morning from our nation's capital, highlighting the importance of the ag industry. RFD-TV's Sarah Mock joins us live for an update. Good morning, Sarah.
Well, good morning, Janet. It was an exciting morning here at USDA. Just behind us, you can see where the event took place. It drew a star-studded crowd in the Washington, D.C. ag policy scene. There are folks from everyone from Zippy Duvall, the president of the American Farm Bureau, USDA and White House officials, as well as members of Congress, including the Senate ag leader of the Ag Committee, Pat Roberts. Now, of course, they all turned out to see Vice President Mike Pence come to the USDA for the first time a vice president has been here in decades, to celebrate National Ag Day and present the president's proclamation on National Ag Day. So it was an exciting morning. We heard an introduction from a state FFA officer and then from Ag Secretary Sonny Perdue, who was here to welcome Mr. Pence as well. And the vice president was very warmly welcomed by the audience here. Now, he also came with a very special message for the ag community.
And I bring greetings from a great friend of our nation's farmers, producers, ranchers, and foresters, a man who's been fighting for American agriculture every single day since Inauguration Day. I bring greetings this morning from the 45th President of the United States of America, President Donald Trump. And on behalf of the President, the First Family, and our entire administration, happy National Ag Day, one and all.
Now, the vice president is no stranger to American agriculture, being the former governor from Indiana, and of course a House member, a member of the House Ag Committee when he served in that capacity. He came into this community and was very much a part of it, talking about his days as a farmer or as a farm kid in Indiana, growing up in a cornfield. Now, he did acknowledge the current challenging state of the farm economy and talked about his administration's efforts to alleviate that through the tax cut plan and a yet-to-be infrastructure plan, but also through what he called the work of a fellow Hoosier. That's Undersecretary Ted McKinney here at the USDA, who's working hard to open markets all over the world. Now, of course, those comments mirrored the message of President Trump's Ag Day proclamation, though it did, which did mention trade specifically, though that did come as a surprise to some who have been worried about the impacts of some of his policies in recent days. Now, of course, there are many other events going on throughout the city today. We'll be covering all of them. But until then, back to you in the studio, Janet.
Well, thanks for that live update, Sarah. Again, Sarah Mock on location at the U.S. Department of Agriculture in Washington, D.C. Be sure to join us, as Sarah will join us again in our next hour for another update on the National Ag Day festivities. Well, Tennessee farmers intend to plant an increased amount of cotton this spring, and they'll go into fields knowing a major threat is no longer there. Boll weevils have been eradicated, but cotton farmers still face plenty of other challenges. Charles Denny has a